Welcome to Hef's Beer Reviews. Today we are reviewing beer number 10 from Beer Cartel's Christmas Advent Calendar for 2021, and it's this beer here from Ballistic Beer Company in Brisbane. It's a Cracker West Coast IPA, 7% and 2.1 standard drinks from this 375ml can. This is what it looks like in the glass. Definitely an amber colour, about a finger of off-white head. Aroma. Okay, look, as you'd expect from a West Coast IPA, definite pine notes there in the aroma, but also quite fruity. I think I'm actually getting some malt in there as well, actually. I was going to say some stone fruits is what I'm getting as well. So pine, stone fruits, but also definitely some malt. All right, let's see how it tastes. Cheers. Yeah, those aromas are also coming through in the taste profile. You can definitely taste the malt. It's not super hoppy or a taste profile where the hops are overpowering any malt presence. So I guess in that regard, it's reasonably well balanced. It's quite bitter. For me, the dominant flavour is probably the pine. The piney resinous type flavours are what I'm getting the most of. Which, if you're a fan of a West Coast IPA, is kind of what you're looking for, I guess. The stone fruit flavour is there, but it's not as pronounced, and same with the malt, it's not as pronounced. The pine is the dominant flavour. So Ballistic, a lot of you might be familiar with one of their beers, which is Hawaiian Haze, a hazy pale ale, which was only released either early this year, 2021, or maybe late last year. I can't remember when I first saw it, but it's one that's readily available in major liquor outlets like Dan Murphy's and BWS, and that's a really good beer. Actually, it's one that I do like. And what I also like from Ballistic is that they put all this information on the back of the can. So 75 IBUs. So that, if you don't know, that's telling you how bitter the beer is. And yeah, I'd agree, 75 seems about right. So it's quite bitter. In terms of referencing that, if you are a macro lager drinker and you're drinking VB, Carlton, Tooheys, Resch's, 4X, any of those, they're probably around 20-25 IBU. So this is a lot more bitter than that. The EBC is the colouring, and yeah, that makes sense. It's an amber colour. They're also telling us the different types of malt and hops that they've used, and if you can read that, you can see they've got that the wrong way around. And the yeast, which is US-05, and being a fairly new home brewer, I have come to learn that US-05 is one of the most used yeast strains in the world, very popular amongst home brewers. I have used it for 2 of my 3 home brews. So there you go. Yeah, so it's a cracker, West Coast IPA. I'll have another sip and then we'll summarise. Yeah, so look, if you're a fan of West Coast IPAs, then you're probably going to be a fan of this one. I don't think it is the best example of the style that you're going to get, but it's not bad. Personally, West Coast IPA is not usually one of my go-to styles. I much prefer New England IPAs or hazy IPAs. Day 1 and Day 2 were oat cream IPAs, and they were both really nice. Or even a hazy pale ale, or just a pale ale is my preference over a West Coast IPA. So for a rating, you know, with my taste preferences, this is never going to score super high. But also, I don't think it's a super example of the style. I think there are better West Coast IPAs out there. So I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5, which is one of the lowest ratings from the calendar so far. If I were to actually work out the average, I think the average would be 4 at the moment. So 10 days in, that's pretty good. I think I might have given a 3. I think I gave a 3 to the sour, and maybe to the black IPA as well, and 3 for this one. So back tomorrow for day 11. Until then, cheers.